Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. People call me Lisa, so that's why this channel is named Lisatarot. I also have a Vietnamese channel, but this is the first time I've ever made a video in English, and it's not my first language, so please be kind if I make mistakes. Okay, so we have 3 piles, 1, 2, and 3. For you to have a closer look. Very beautiful, really. This one, a gift from my best friend. It looks like a pyramid. And then we have this little thing. It's actually darker in real life. Yeah, looks like a shoe. Okay, so yeah, we have 3 piles. Please choose one. Now let's talk about pile 1. It shows this spirit quartz. This is a very sparkling crystal with pink and purple hues. It looks so beautiful. It tells me you're someone spiritual, sensitive, and maybe even drawn to shiny things or jewelry. From the outside, you may appear sweet like this because it looks so sweet. Like delicate, like a Barbie doll or a piece of candy. Something everyone wants. You may look younger than your own actual age. But inside, you often feel like the misunderstood witch stirring her cauldron. This one, very opposite, right? This one look very shiny, very lovely, very sweet, but this one, it looks dangerous. It feels like you're hidden in shadows. And that's why many of you in this pile are star seeds. You never quite felt at home here. We have this card. What lights you up? And then you have nourish, basically a fire. So I'll place it here. Life has tested you. You feel like a child who've been bruised by the world. You may carry deep ancient wisdom, but your heart in love still feels innocent and naive. Your love life is being affected by children, hence this card. You might already have children, or your love life is affected by childhood wounds. No matter how much you have knowledge, money, success, it never feels like enough. It always feels like you're burning inside. You're still waiting for that one person, a divine counterpart, a king or a queen to complete you. But here's the thing, your spiritual path is about giving, especially giving a love without expecting it to fill your void. You may set high standards in relationship, expecting others to prove themselves, but halfway they give up and you feel let down again. It's a cycle, one that won't break until you start giving from a full cup. I sense you isolate yourself often, you don't trust easily, you want connection, yet you push it away. You want this person to come, but you remain silent, you remain in your own home, in your own house, you don't leave it. Spirit says your growth comes from forming relationships, not hiding from them. Friendships, partnerships, love, all of it helps you evolve. If you wait for someone to rescue you, you keep reliving the same heartbreak. You might even struggle with your breath or your voice because speaking your truth feels exhausting. But your spirit wants to be heard. You have exquisite taste, a love for beauty and luxury, But beware of becoming materialistic. Spirit keeps breaking down what's not built on real foundations. So it feels like every time you finally find something you love, something you pour your heart into, the next day it crumbles like a sandcastle in the tide. You give, you show up, you care, and then it disappears. Or worse, it turns against you. One day you are adored, the next you are misunderstood, cast aside. It's like your whole life is caught inside a spinning wheel, the wheel of fortune never still. You keep chasing stability here, but the ground beneath you always shifts. And when it comes, and with it comes fear, the fear that people will turn on you. And that love is never truly safe, and you pull people towards you and then you push people away at the same time. So that's why you hide. That's why you protect your identity like a sacred treasure. You let people see parts of you, the sweet parts, the shiny parts, but never the core. Because being truly seen, that feels dangerous. You've learned that when people see your truth, they either envy it, fear it, or try to destroy it, try to burn it. But here's the deeper truth. Your soul is ancient. Your lessons are not ordinary. You came here with a mission. But in order to fulfill it, you must first learn that love does not equal loss. That visibility equals danger. You are not cursed. You are just rare. Well, your greatest lesson in this lifetime is learning how to begin again with 1 and the 4, the 0, right? I feel like many of the people who are watching this pile is a witch, is a reader, is a psychic medium, and you've already familiar with tarot terms. So every time you love, every time you open your heart, treat it as if it's the first time. Let yourself feel it all over again. Let yourself be soft. Cherish the people you care about. Speak kindly. Don't let fear turn into coldness or silence. You see this one, darkness, and then this person shines bright like a sun. You have a habit of giving everything to yourself, your pain, your thoughts, your love. But when you do that, no one can truly reach you. And more importantly, your soul cannot grow. You are here to share. Share your voice, share your warmth, and share your truth. I understand you was betrayed, or you have been betrayed. Relationships have come and gone like dreams, and you're tired. You are scared that people, the man, they'll take something from you. But when you are whole, no one can steal anything from you. Like this, 10 of cups. So we have this 1 of cups, flowing the water freely to form this beautiful sun, and this sun appears in the destiny card, and this sun is also the sun that shines through this woman's life. So because when you are whole, no one can hurt you. Just because you've been hurt before doesn't mean everyone here on earth is going to hurt you. You are not cursed. You are just learning. Life has asked you to grow through detachment, through loss, through solitude. But now it's asking something different. It's time for hope. It's time for softness, for letting yourself be seen, even if it's just one single thing at a time. You don't have to explain your whole being in 5 minutes. You are very complex. You are layered. But if you never begin to open up, people will only ever know the surface. And your soul was never meant to stay on the surface. It goes deep down to the root. Let the darkness teach you where the light begins. Let your loneliness teach you why connection matters. You don't need to be afraid of losing. If something is truly yours, it will never leave and it will come to you eventually. If it leaves, it was a lesson, not a loss. You came here to grow, yes, but you also came here to help others grow, to work with people to create kinship, familiar spirit, assistance. This card reminds you that you are not meant to do everything alone. See this cat? See the bats? You need kindred spirits, people who feel like home, people who get your energy without needing an explanation. They exist, yes, but they can only find you if you let yourself be seen. Trust the universe and trust your path. Even your wounds are part of the alchemy. And you carry the you carry the energy of Saturn. Oh, I misspelled Saturn into sun, so maybe instead of seeing everything as darkness, as monsters that would consume you, see it as Saturn, the planet of karmic contracts and sacred discipline. Is not easy. The energy of Saturn is really heavy and deep and isolating. Saturn never gives rewards quickly. It teaches through time, effort, and loss. So maybe by the age of 30, some of the hardest patterns will begin to soften. By the age of 60, you gain wisdom others can't even imagine. So if things feel unfair or too overwhelming right now, please remember, this isn't punishment, it's refinement. You were never meant for the easy road. When you have the tower and you have a wheel of fortune, it's very strong. And you came here to master something. Try to endure, try to live on. So that is my message for pile 1. See you later in my next videos. Bye. Hello, pile 2. So you chose this pyramid. Is moss agate, green all over. So to be honest, I've had clients internationally, but I've never ever recorded myself speaking English. It feels so strange. Okay, so as I tap into your energy, Power 1, it feels brighter, more vibrant, more colorful than Power 1. You see colors start to appear. You seem to be someone surrounded by people, many relationships, many interactions. People love talking to you. They feel safe around you. You're also very open-minded. We have this, keep an open mind. Well, you're not afraid of things that others find taboo, witches, demons, ancient magic. Maybe you're even a witch yourself. See this card? Witch hunts, imagination. Well, you feel deeply connected to mythology, demonology, and ancient wisdom. You might have a great imagination or even work with stories, visuals, or dreams. The card I pull for you here, it is bursting with green, pink, blue, orange, different shades of colors. You might also love butterflies or transformations because your energy is full of change and movement. That's why I'm speaking faster than in part 1. Spiritually, you are the initiate. You are walking through a rite of passage, stepping into higher consciousness. People often call themselves starseeds, light workers, empaths, but you are something else, something deeper, a vessel, a channel, someone through whom energy flows. You absorb it, you understand it, and you send it back out. You are like a pyramid struck by lightning, an ancient conduit, a living ritual. That's why people feel different after being around you. You ignite something in them. You awaken something. I also feel you very empathic, but not in a draining way. You don't just receive pain, you alchemize it. How can I say it? You take in the emotion. You transform it and you return it as love or something really healing. 2 of Cups here, yeah. That's why you have so many people around you. You are magnetic. But not all of them, not all of the people around you are close to you. You're very selective with who gets your full self. And I say that you are very nurturing. You show love, you give compliments, you help people feel seen and valued. You're the kind of person who makes others feel like they matter. They have a certain value to yourself. Now here's something interesting. In this lifetime, you are deeply protected. I see 2 masculine spirits around you. One feels very ancient, maybe an ancestor or guide, and he watches over you to make sure you don't give too much and burn yourself out. He's the one who's been helping you with all the blessing, especially with money matters. The other presence might be a soulmate, either already in your life or coming soon. This one, the ancient one, and this one. Maybe this one is the soulmate. He's quiet like this. Oh, very wise, very like he's just sitting there, observe everything, you know. He's drawn to your light but stays hidden until the time is right. Well, in past lives, I see fire here and sacrifice. You were hunted, maybe literally, for being magical, for being different. That's why in this lifetime, you are more drawn to water than fire. A lot of water cards appear in your drawer. Water calms you, fire feels threatening. You're still healing from past destruction, but still you love and you give, you nurture and you care for others. Even after everything, you always choose compassion. You always choose this card to be the fool. People look at you and they see a very naive person, a foolish one maybe they think. But I feel like you are never afraid to give love out to people. And I see you are learning boundaries now. So in the past, you may have been manipulated by those who saw your light and try to take it away from you, but no, not anymore. You've learned how to shake your head and say no. You've learned how to protect your own energy. That's part of your spiritual growth. You might really resonate with Scorpio energy, transformation, depth, intensity, and your magic. It doesn't really come from candles or tools. It comes from you. You are the spell. You are the ritual. You are the oracle. All you need to do is to look at a jar, think about the outcome, and the next day unfolds. Boom. That's how powerful you are. But here's one important key. Your magic depends on your emotions and imagination. Emotions, imagination. So if you don't feel it, it won't flow. If you're not fully immersed in it, it won't activate the same. So your spiritual journey is to keep reconnecting with your emotions and letting them guide your magic. You create the environment. You don't fit into the world. You change the world around you. You are not just a light worker. You are the lightning yourself. So you see, when I looked at this card, in my mind there was like so many pyramids, and now I'm holding another pyramid in my hand. So basically it's like you're capturing the energy, you're capturing the lightning, you hold it, you are a vessel, and then you transform it and you send it back out to the world. That's how you change it. That's how you have your own magic. Now it's time to look at your karmic lessons and your soul's deeper journey. In your past lives, I feel you were always someone of nobility, maybe a princess or someone who lived in a castle, or even a powerful elf from a sacred realm. You often lived in places of peace, surrounded by beauty and protection. It's like this woman is locked up in a castle. People respected you, loved you, and looked up to you, but your life was also very contained. You lived quietly, politely, maybe even invisibly, because that's what people expected of you. You follow their rules. There was always a woman around you, a strict figure. This one seems very strict, very judgmental. Maybe she was an enemy, an ex-lover, or just a jealous rival who interfered in your love life. Someone who caused you suffering. In each lifetime, she reappears in a new form, bringing the same lesson. Will you trust yourself, or will you let others decide your fate again? Your lesson in this life is to break that cycle. You must trust your own path even when it looks strange or foolish to others. Even when it's lonely, even when it scares you, you must leave your comfort zone. You must leave your castle, the quiet role, the noble expectation, and step into the wild unknown. Step into a forest of yourself, being your own forager, being self-reliant. You have a gift. You feel the energy of people, the high priestess. You sense vibrations. You just know when something is wrong, but sometimes you ignore it to please others or to even please your ego. That has to stop. In this life, your soul wants to be heard. You may have had your voice silenced in the past. You didn't speak up, you let things slide. Now you are here to stand up, to speak, to fight for yourself, and to make your own decisions. Be like this girl wearing a golden necklace, very brave, trusts herself so much that she wouldn't bow to anyone. I can feel that you often struggle with choices as well. You get caught between two options, overthink everything and end up confused or paralyzed. It's like you're at this place A, right? And you decided to leave place A to place B. And after you reach place B, you think about place A. Like, what if it was the right choice in the first place? What if I had made a wrong choice? Blah, blah, blah. Listen to your heart. Don't wait for clarity to arrive. Let your feelings guide you and not the fear of being wrong. Trust yourself. Trust your path and do the fucking thing that needs to be done. Don't overthink. The more you stay calm, the more you trust your inner compass. Even if you look strange to the world, who cares? The more everything will start to flow in alignment. This lifetime is also about self-reliance, being independent. You were hunted in the past, remember the witch I told you earlier? persecuted for your power. You carry the memory of betrayal. But now you're not meant to hide. You're meant to stand in your strength, not for revenge, not to prove anything, but because you were born to hold power with grace, with love, with care. All the cards I pull show a very strong, mystical woman, beautiful, quiet, powerful. You may not, or it's not about a gender, okay? You can be a man, you can be a woman, anything. But your energy is very beautiful, it's very quiet. This person doesn't need an army. She only needs herself. You just need to be true to yourself. And here's a vision that I see. At some point in this lifetime, you will pass your wisdom on. You will teach someone, maybe a child, maybe a student, maybe even your own daughter. And through that connection, your magic will expand beyond yourself. She will carry the legacy. She will continue the flame. So don't be afraid of the darkness, afraid of your own death. Don't be afraid of being alone for a while. You are never truly alone. The universe is teaching you how to trust, how to lead, and how to shine at the same time. You're no longer the hunted. You are the spell, the teacher, the witch, and the fire. Welcome back. Pile 2. Hello, Pile 3. You are the one that chose the amethyst. The one who thinks too much. And not just any amethyst. This one is one of the darkest, deepest, and most intense pieces that I own. It's purple, almost black in sunlight, and I love it. It feels powerful, mysterious, just like your energy. But your cards, they are actually very colorful and not that deep looking like this stone. Well, this is like the opposite of Pile 1. Pile 1 looks bright outside but carries deep shadows inside. You, on the other hand, might dress in black, navy, deep green, dark brown, colors that keep people away. But you have a very colorful soul. Vibrant, layered, chaotic, funny. I keep laughing. You keep that part hidden. The very first card you got was casting the circle. See this one? Boundaries. Which tells me everything about you. You keep your distance. You don't let people in easily. You've built boundaries around yourself so well that people or even love cannot break in unless it knocks really hard. You've worked hard for your peace and your space, and now you guard it like a dragon on top of a mountain of gold. But your one big challenge? Romantic relationships. Yeah, I know. You're probably the type to skip the reading and just ask, would it come back or not? Just tell me. So let me start with a quick answer and then I'll go deeper. Yes, chase them. Yes, give the relationship a chance. You have this card, give your relationship a chance and embrace. You are meant to love deeply in this lifetime. And yes, your karmic lesson is love. Sorry. I know you probably hate that word. You might even be scoffing right now. Family? Love? That's not for me. I'm fine alone. But well, sure. Until you meet that person. Because you will. Or maybe you already did. That one person who makes you feel everything at once. Like you've been bewitched. Like you're cursed. You keep thinking, she did something to me, it must be magic. Why can't I stop thinking about her? And here you are, watching a tarot reading and still thinking about her. Thank you for the view, by the way. This pile is so sarcastic, that's why I'm channeling this sarcasm into my reading. You act like the King of Swords. I don't want to touch this card, but anyway, quiet, distant, unreadable. You hide everything, but inside you are screaming with thoughts. Your brain is loud and I can hear it, literally. Honestly, it's exhausting being in your mind. So many plans, so many what ifs. You sit still, but your head is spinning. And your biggest trap, you never act. You just think. You plan scenarios A, B, C, and D, but you don't do. That's your karma. You need an ego death. And I actually draw a card with the word death on it. I'll show it to you later on. The last card I received was death itself. Yeah. You need to let go of control, of fear, the stories you have created to protect yourself. The old patterns, the old wounds, the old version of you that says, I don't need anyone. It's time to let that version die. Because when you finally meet someone who is chaotic, intuitive, and wild, who lives like a free soul, you feel it. That is why we have the Fool card. She is wild. She doesn't care about the consequences. She just jumps right into it. You feel the pull, the frustration, the admiration. You won't understand her, but you won't stop thinking about her either. She does things you're afraid to do. She lives the way you wish you could, and you stand there watching, thinking, analyzing, over-analyzing. How does she do that? Your soul is craving what she has, freedom. But instead of embracing that freedom, instead of reaching out and trying, you just keep watching from afar, hiding. And in doing that, you are betraying your own soul. I'm feeling I'm singing at this time already. And for clarification, I want to say that I feel very strong male presence in this pile 3. So that's why I'm keep saying you or him, and that person is a she, but it can be, mirrored. You can change the genders, but actually it's like a male, a woman. That's all I see. So, yeah. I don't think you are incapable of love. In fact, your karmic path is all about love, about choosing heart over mind, about acting when everything inside you wants to stay still like this. You see, these two men, they stay in their own place, thinking, observing, but deep down inside, your feminine part is pushing you to act, but you don't listen to that feminine part. You're too busy thinking. Yeah. So oftentimes I don't think you trust your intuition as well. Your karmic path is about giving before you are sure that it's safe. It's about believing before you have the proof. And right now your life feels misaligned, doesn't it? Your work may feel off, your friendship distant, you feel disconnected from yourself because you spend too long thinking and not enough time living or enjoying your life. You may have multiple jobs, you are hardworking, you might even have money flowing in, but it doesn't feel fulfilling. Why? Because your head is full and your heart is empty. You keep choosing logic, and logic can feed a soul. You keep getting pulled toward intuitive, emotional people because they are meant to teach you how to feel, how to admit your emotions. And every time you resist, it hurts more and more and more. So here's the truth. You are not meant to just think about your life. You are meant to live it, to mess up, to fall in love, to open the gates you've closed, to trust, to be vulnerable, to feel what you've been to, like afraid to feel. This sounds like a poem. So many of you in this poetry, it feels like you want to be someone who is very smart, very intelligent, who always chooses logic. And you don't want to admit that soft side of you, the poetic side, the feminine side. Well, you have to admit it now. You need to give that relationship a chance. Give yourself a damn chance to grow your heart. Give your heart a chance. Because you are not cursed. You are just scared. And fear is meant to be faced. When you do, the real magic begins. But in case you are not really thinking about anyone or being burdened by any relationship by the time you listen to this reading, maybe it hasn't come yet. I don't know, I just see a lot of love, a lot of like problems with relationships in this pile. Yeah. Okay, so I want to give you the message about your karmic lessons. Again, the lessons are all about relationships you can't forget. Like, you can never forget them. Even when they are over, they still haunt you. Maybe it's because many of your connections have been karmic, very intense, or heavily based on physical attraction. It's not just about sex, of course, but it's often the spark that pulls you in, that lures you in. This card tells me about that one, the devil. Well, maybe you've been drawn to people with heavy emotional baggage, maybe mental health struggles, selfishness, maybe even manipulative tendencies. You used to be the healer. You showed people your purity, your care, and they took advantage of them. So now you tell yourself, I don't need anyone. I can fucking leave alone. But that's not true. In past lives, you were a wanderer. This one, a wanderer on a horse. Keep searching for new worlds. A man on the move, a night, even like a moment. If that's your thing, still traveling, still seeking, always trying to find a person to rescue, always trying to prove yourself, to chase something greater, and yet you never found what you were looking for. You're always missing this one cup right here. You see it? Like 9 of cups. Keep searching for that one soul. So interesting. In the past life, you are the 9 of cups, and in this life, you have the 1 of cups. And add in another man here, you have the 10 of cups. Literally, every number is speaking its role here. Well, I think that the thing that you keep chasing in the past wasn't out there. It was in you, but you didn't realize it. In this life, it's your chance to break that cycle, to stop running toward broken people just to feel important, just to have validations, to stop believing that love must hurt. Don't wear pain like a badge of honor. I think most of the people here in this pile have a lot of energy and possess, because that 2 damn fish are always drawn to toxic people and toxic relationships. Well, there is someone out there, I'll tell you this, but there is someone out there that can read you like a book. Someone who sees you clearly, loves you deeply, and doesn't need to break you to be close to you. But you never trust that, right? You are scared to believe it's possible, but I'm seeing that right now. We have 1 of cups, and we have 10 of cups and 10 of pentacles. Beautiful energy. You think if I really love someone, they will destroy me. And that's exactly what keeps you from letting anyone in. But deep down, I think you know this person already. You can see them, you can feel them. They make you want things you are too scared to want. Family, peace, real love. And you are terrified. This card talks about family, foundation, solidity. And this one, love, happiness, everything fulfilled. Well, you are not this wandering knight anymore. You are meant to be the king of wands. Interestingly, we have the knight of wands and the king of wands. So you need to be a king. Powerful, mature, decisive, and act quickly. Not just staying there and thinking, right? This is like once in a lifetime kind of love, to be honest. But only if you are brave enough to become the version of you who's ready for it. Because the king here, he stands in a line between this 1 cup and this 10 cups. So it's up to you to actually chase these emotions and have the fulfilling ending that you are worthy of. Well, you are hot-headed sometimes and you push people away because you feel like you are never enough for the person you love, right? You overthink. Maybe in the past life they were a queen, you were just a knight, always reaching, never touching. So in this life you feel small around this person. But I think you are just scared of your own heart and of your own emotions. And the truth is, this relationship won't come easy. And you don't like easy stuff, right? You have to chase it. You have to fight your demons. You have to die your own self. See this one? Death. That's why we have death card here. Let it all go. The pride, the fear, the lies you tell yourself to feel safe. This isn't about who you were. It's about who you are becoming. You are no longer the wandering boy. You're meant to be alive, solid, grounded. Last thing, and don't say you can't. You can. You just need to want it enough to burn everything else down and go get it. And it's going to hurt before it gets better. You'll be tempted to run again over and over again. But one day, you sit next to someone and you know this was worth it. So wake up. Chase what keeps you up at night. Because if you don't, the pain won't stop and it'll just grow quieter, but it'll still be there in the background eating you. So no more running. Just go become who you were always meant to be. Chase love, chase your life, chase yourself. Okay. Your energy is so intense. I already feel tired. So that's it. Thank you for watching Poetry. Sending you a lot of light, fire, and that little push you keep ignoring. Bye.